Hey, good day, students. My name is Mark Grine. I'm a professor of digital media here at the Terra State Community College, and I will be your instructor for the next 16 weeks here in the DMT 1010-901 Intro to Multimedia class. What I'm here for today is I'd like us to get started with a few things, just so we get started on the right foot, so you kind of understand how the course is set up and some of the things that we're going to be doing. So let's just dive right in and kind of get started. If you're watching this video, that means you're already into Canvas and you have clicked the Welcome Start Here button. Underneath that, there's a page with the actual video on it. And of course, you're watching the video, so I don't need to explain how that works to you. This course is set up in Canvas. It will run 16 weeks. There's several things that we're going to be covering. The first section of things that we're going to be doing in about week 2, we're going to be working in a program called WordPress, and WordPress actually about one of every 4 websites that you look at is done in WordPress. So we're not going to get real heavy into it, but I'm going to show you how to download the software. It's an open source software. It's free to use. That's one of the things I like about it. In the past, for this class, I've used some of the Adobe products, Dreamweaver and Flash and Adobe Animate, but Adobe's kind of put us out of that theater. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with just some freeware, some stuff that we can download for absolutely no cost to you or no cost to us here at the college. We're going to work with WordPress, and about 28% of all websites are actually developed in WordPress. But we're going to keep it very basic. I don't need to do that right now. Thank you. So we're going to keep it very basic, and I'm just going to show you how to download WordPress, how to do some things like add graphics, add text, start a blog, and some very simple things. And we're going to do that over about 4 weeks. And at the end of each week, there'll be assignments and that you'll have to submit to me. So that being said, let's just kind of get started here in Canvas and kind of take a look at how the course is set up. You can see there's 16 weeks shown in here. There's actually 15, but it is 16 weeks because we start in the middle of a week, so it's kind of strange. And under each week, you'll find different tasks that you do. So let's start with the syllabus. So if I open up the syllabus and I click on the syllabus, this has some important information for you on it. There we go. All right, so here's our syllabus for the course. And what's important for you on there is, once again, there's my name, there's my phone, there's my contact information, my office number. I'm in Building E here at Terra in Suite D, E215D. If you are ever in and just want to stop and say, hey, how you doing? This is who I am. That would be just absolutely awesome. I'd love to meet up with you face to face. Another thing that we have available to us is Lab E210 is available for us to do work. If there's not a class in there, of course, but most anytime that lab is open and available for you to go in and use if you're on campus. You can read down through this. One of the important things in the syllabus itself is the textbook we're going to be using. We only have 1 textbook for this class. I used to use 2, but I'm trying to keep costs down for you, the student. So I've just got this back to one textbook, and it looks like this. Okay, it's the Multimedia Making It Work, the 9th edition. This is available in the bookstore. The ISBN number is listed there. If you want to get it from some other outside source, that's great. And a few of the other things that you're probably going to be needing. A little bit about the learning outcomes and some of the things that you're going to learn here throughout the course. And then our plan of work, what we're going to be doing here basically for the next 16 weeks. Where you're always going to start at is in the modules section. Excuse me. Is in the modules section. If we go to the modules, and of course you've done the welcome, you've seen the syllabus, we're going to get started here in week 1. And every week is basically set up the same way. So once you get the pattern down, you'll totally get and understand what's going on. So if you open up the week 1 getting started, you'll notice a couple things. One will be when the actual module will unlock. Of course, this module is already unlocked, so there's no date on it. But if I open up week 2 there, you can see that will unlock on September 3rd. The class runs from Sunday to Sunday. I kind of like doing it that way. Give you a week to do. So for any given assignments, it'll unlock on a Sunday at midnight, and then it'll close the following Sunday at midnight. So you have a week to get things done, which actually works out pretty well. My only caveat with that is make sure you do the work early in the week if you can, because if you have questions, I'm not able to answer questions, and you get the assignments done at 11:30 on a Sunday night before the assignments are due. So try to get the stuff done early. That's just a little piece of advice I'm giving you here. So anyway, once we open up the week 1 assignments, you can see there's always at the top of the list is the assignments for week 1, and if we click on that, what that brings up is just a list of the things that you're expected to do. So for this first week, starting today, and these are due on September 3rd, so you actually have a little more than a week to do these, is you need to read chapter 1, okay, from the Multimedia Making It Workbook. I've included a PowerPoint presentation in there. It kind of gives you the highlights of the chapter, and this will be the case for every chapter we do out of this book. The second thing is you need to complete a digital biography. Inside there's a discussion board where I just want you to kind of introduce yourself. That gets me to know you a little bit better, and maybe some of your classmates get to know you a little bit better. Don't want any personal information in there. I don't care who your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other are. No phone numbers, no addresses, nothing like that. Just a little information so we can get to know each other a little bit better. And you're not going to be able to see other people post until you post that initial post yourself. And then the third thing on there is after you do read chapter 1 out of here, there's a little quiz, okay? All my quiz and tests are open book, all right? So, and I have there's no time constraints on any of those. So feel free to take your time and do a good job on it. So read chapter 1, do the biography, and do the quiz. That's your week 1 assignment. Going back to the modules then, like I said, it's broken into 16 weeks. So each week it will follow basically that same format. You'll read the assignments, try to understand what you have to do. Next week, starting on the 3rd, when we actually get started into WordPress, I'll have some software that I'll have you download. Once again, it's free software. The first thing we'll download is something called ServerPress, and that'll actually set up a web server locally on your desktop. And it's free, and it's easy. It's pretty easy to install and use. So that's kind of where we're going to get started on the 3rd, and like I said, we'll be working in WordPress then for the following 4 weeks. I'll try to throw a video up each week, just explain what we're doing and why we're doing it, and kind of walk you through, especially when we're getting started with WordPress, so that you have a better understanding. A little later in the semester then, probably about week 10 or 11, I guess week 11, we're going to use a different software, and that is an animation software. It's called Blender. And once again, Blender is it's an open source free software to use. And it's relatively easy to use. There's a lot of good video tutorials that I'll point you to inside of there, and I'll have you do some basic, simple assignments inside of in Blender, just to create some very basic, simple animations. And what all these things do is they just kind of give us a basis for of what multimedia is and how it works, because it's used in so many different things today. It's used on the web. We use it in kiosk and all kinds of different things. There's the video aspect, the web aspect, the mobile aspect, and we'll talk about all those things as we go through the semester. Always, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me through Canvas. It's pretty easy to do. Excuse me. So if you just go over to your inbox over here on the left side, click on Inbox. As it takes a little bit of time to load. It'll allow you to compose a new message by clicking the little button up there. And the email that comes through Canvas goes directly to my phone, and it also goes directly to my Terra account. And I will try to get back to you as soon as humanly possible. I try to respond pretty quickly. Just because I don't want anybody to be hung up or be confused on or if they have questions or issues. All right, back to our modules real quick, and we'll kind of wrap this up for today. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you. Under our courses, if you click the courses tab, any course that you have here at Terra will be listed in the Canvas courses. So I'm just going to go back to my my DMT 1010-901 course. So over the next 10 days, if get those 3 things done that are in your assignment sheet. Read chapter 1, do your introduction, and take the quiz there over chapter 1, and we'll be off to a good start. And once again, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me. My office phone number is on the syllabus. You can call me and leave me a message that way, and I will be glad to get back to you. I hope you all have a great week, and I hope we all get off to a great start and have a lot of fun with this class, because that's what it's meant to be. We're meant to have fun. All right, so have a great week, and we'll talk with you soon.